I will tell you that every company I talk to is saying that they cannot find adequate supply chain talent as quickly as they need to in order to be successful.
Yeah, and I just read a stat that there's 60 million people in the industry that will be soon retiring, and only 40 million will be coming back into the workplace. So there's a huge shortage.
One of the things that I'm very passionate about is how do we drive supply chain management as a destination career in lower levels of our educational system. Even today, students will stumble across it in college. They don't hear about it in high school. And so I think we've got to work together with companies like Penske Logistics who are passionate about this to figure out ways to eliminate this potential image problem that we have.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think people really don't know what
Right.
supply chain management is.
Yeah,
And,
they're truck drivers and box kickers.
Yeah, exactly.
And yet it's so much more.
so much more. Yeah.
I believe Penske Logistics employs more than 13,000 people. What are you doing to attract, retain, and develop the employee base you need to be successful?
It's a great question. So, Penske's got a world-class brand and we have a world-class reputation. So I think to attract people, that goes a long way, right? We got to make sure, though, that we offer competitive wages, competitive benefits. That's a given, that's table stakes. So we do that. Then we need to enhance our training efforts. We need to enhance our recruiting efforts and our staffing. We want to make sure that we have robust career planning and development programs so that when people do enter into Penske, they see a career path, that they can work with us for their entire career and grow like they want to grow. So I think that's really important. Do you think supply chain discussions are more of a boardroom issue and discussion today versus, let's say, 5 years ago?
Yeah, what a timely question. Supply chain leaders are not just at the table, they're part of the development of the strategy, and they're inculcated into the very being of the company. We see it all the time now. Our senior supply chain leaders are becoming general managers, and in many cases CEOs, because they see how the entire company operates. It's just not about only the horizontal flow of inventory and information, but it's about the financial end of things. Our leaders are becoming much more financially astute in terms of how companies operate, because they can impact so much. So it's great to see supply chain, which at one time, or logistics, was a cost to be managed, and now we're on the revenue generating side. And so our leaders are becoming increasingly responsible for bigger parts of the company, and that's great to see.
What are some of the big opportunities that you see ahead?
For me, I think an effective supply chain is a market share opportunity. It's a growth opportunity. And so, to take the assets you have, either assets that you own or assets that you have a relationship with, like I'm sure Penske Logistics has lots of great relationships with companies that utilize your services to improve. If you can do that the right way, do it faster, do it better, it's only going to improve us. So I think the opportunities are endless with regard to really effective supply chain leaders, bringing that value to companies that they serve.